Hey, it's Randy with KC. We're out here at Overland EXPO Pacific Northwest. We're gonna go walk around and take a look at our favorite builds of the show. Let's get at it. All right, so we were just walking around, and you know what? I happened to find this guy. You might know him.
My name's Nate.
Yeah. No introductions needed. It's Dirt Lifestyle Nate. Everybody knows that. So, we see this Tacoma. Let's talk about what is your favorite thing on this Tacoma?
The big thing with these.
I got two favorite things. One, obviously, the bed. The bed's wild. The other one is the front suspension. The front, it's the best IFS rig I've ever driven. It's like a Camry on 38s. Even on the highway, the thing steers amazing. It handles amazing. It's got lots of clearance. And then with the bed, similar thing. It handles great with this bed because it's only 280 pounds. It's made out of aluminum from Bone Customs, and it's got amazing departure angle. So both of those really make the truck very unique for me.
Dude, it's a clean setup. I mean, I've been seeing this since King of Hammers, and wow, it's
Yeah.
amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, why did you choose this platform over anything else?
To be honest, variety's a spice of life, man. I love Jeep. I've got Jeeps. I've got Land Rovers. I'll build anything. I built a Mini Cooper into an off-road rig. So this is just the next thing on the list. I've always loved the look of the third-gen Tacoma. Personally, I think it's one of the best-looking trucks you can buy, and so that's why I started with this. I bought a brand new 2021 because used Tacomas cost as much as new ones, and so I bought a brand new one. And 14,000 miles later, we're here.
Dude, so everybody follows you in regards to this build. What are you going to do to it in the future, or can you say?
Yeah, I can say. I've got a custom Ford 9-inch rear axle being built. It's going to be full width to match the front. And then I'm going to change up the suspension. I just can't stop tinkering. I love to experiment. This rear suspension works really well, but I want to play with a Watts link and do a custom weird radius arm thing I've seen on like European trucks. And I just like to experiment, so I'm going to do that. Skids. I've got to build a cage for Ultimate Adventure, so work's never done. Even when you get to a level like this, there's still months of work left.
Dude, awesome. We're looking forward to that new build. Have a good rest of the show, brother.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. All right, so we found this Chevy truck. Beautiful beast here. And this gentleman's the owner. What's your name?
Tad Johnston.
Tad. Nice to meet you. So, we have 3 quick questions for you.
Okay.
What is the favorite thing about this build?
I like the classic, so I wanted to build something that had time and could be a classic vehicle. So that's sort of, I guess, my favorite is
Nice.
the age of it. And
Nice. This platform, why did you choose this platform versus like a Jeep or Toyota or anything like that?
I've always been a full-size rig guy, and I like the trucks. So yeah, I've been doing overlanding for 15 years, and I've always had a full size. So
Very cool.
I always had an old truck. So
Very cool. It
Yeah.
looks really good. So, what is a secret quirk or a mod that you only know that nobody else knows about this?
oh, there's so many mods. It's hard to put just one because I don't know. I guess one of them is I've got a newer Chevy rear view camera and temperature gauge, and so yeah.
Okay,
that
cool.
most people don't
Know
about. Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, I mean, to us, it caught our eye. We're like, that is a pretty cool overland rig. We've got to talk to Tad. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so another favorite build of ours here. We found this GMC and this owner. What's your name,
Pat.
sir? Pat. Awesome. I mean, it definitely caught our eyes. Now, what is the favorite thing about this build that you did?
I love the engine, the 454.
Nice. Why did you choose this platform?
I've always wanted another truck. I had one when I was younger, and it was a half-ton long bed. Wasn't the best situation for what we were going to get into later in life and stuff, so I went with the short bed K15 to have the short wheelbase. So that was pretty much for climbing, four-wheeling, snow-wheeling mainly. Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So what is a secret quirk or mod on this build that you know about and nobody else knows about?
Maybe the exhaust.
Okay, cool.
The exhaust is an actual full 3-inch exhaust. It doesn't have to have catalytic converters on it, so it gives me the extra performance that the motor can give.
Nice.
So it's just got the mufflers and that's it.
That
And
is so
So
cool.
yeah, it was a pretty spendy item. But when I found out it was a truck that didn't have to have catalytic converters, it really worked for me a lot.
That's so cool. Right on. Cool. Thank you very much for your time, Pat. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So we found this 80 series, and the owner here, your name is
Joe.
Joe. Now, what is a favorite thing about this build?
I'd say my favorite part of the build, other than the fact that it's an 80 series, there's so many, but I would have to say the power plant. So it's an LS3, basically it's a mildly cammed LS3, so it's got about 500 horse. It just really puts the drivetrain in this truck that it should have had from the factory, in my opinion. You know, the trucks are one of the most capable vehicles, off-road vehicles ever produced. You put a 500 horsepower plant in there, it just makes it more fun. You know, with the standard motor, it's still unbelievably capable, but if you want to add fun factor, add another couple hundred horsepower is the way to go for sure.
Right on. So now, why did you choose this platform versus like anything else?
Off-road capability and the frame. So it's got a fully boxed, super burly frame. We knew we were going to put the MITS alloy tray and canopy on the back, which adds some weight to the vehicle. We knew the vehicles could handle the payload and the aesthetic as well. So there was a lot of different vehicles that we had gone through before we finally made the choice. And then also the fact that you could pick up a beat up 80 series like this one. It doesn't look beat up now. When we bought it, had 300,000 miles on it, and it was home to many mouses.
Right, nieces. No, it's well put together, man.
So it's just overall starting with a solid, rugged platform,
Very
and
cool.
then build off of that is the way to go.
Nice. So what is the one secret quirk or mod on this build that you only know?
Gosh, that I only know. I'd say the one that's probably the most passed by is probably on the rear end of the truck.
Oh.
Yeah. So the back end of the truck, it's got a 9.5 come up winch, 9.5K,
Okay.
and that runs any rear recoveries and stuff they need to do out of the rear. So it's pretty well concealed. The rear of the truck was actually chopped, and then the frame was actually redesigned, and we fabricated a whole different rear clip, you could say, and that encompasses the come-up winch plus an aluminum skid plate, and then it's got a dump for the exhaust on the back as well.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, Joe. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a good rest of the show.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so we found this Ram 2500, and the owner here, Jeff from
Expedition Essentials.
Nice. Okay, so this is obviously a beast, beautiful. What is your favorite thing about this build?
Other than it's a big truck, this new wrap we had put on there, man, that thing is just killer. Like,
Looks good.
the guys at CW Wraps just did an awesome job on it, and they designed. Well, I told them what I wanted, they designed it and just like killed it, man. It's just so original, stands out.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, if I just tipped a little bit, I could see it. It looks beautiful up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. If you see the mountains on there and trees, and yeah, it's cool.
Very cool. So why did you choose this platform?
The room, and the power. Just it's got tons of room. It's a good drivetrain, good engine. I can go up hills, passing people, pulling a trailer. I couldn't do that in my last rig.
And it's a diesel.
And it's a diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just
Cool.
tons of power, man.
Right on. So what is the next thing that you're trying to do for this build?
Well, we basically just started building it, and I just installed the camper, but we haven't built out the interior the way I want it. I'm going to do a full rear door conversion on it, so you have just a big door instead of climbing up a tailgate. Have a nice interior in it, and kitchen and coffee maker and a little sink, and it's going to be pretty epic.
Sounds like a home away from home.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thank
Have
you.
a good rest of the show.
You too.
Okay, so we're walking around, we see this white Tundra, and the owner
Garrett
from
from Evergreen Off-Road.
right on. So this is definitely built up, like one of the few that's built up in this show.
Yeah.
Now, what is your favorite thing about this build?
Favorite thing definitely would be the suspension. We're running full Dobinson's IMS suspension on it, front and rear. The front is adjustable coilovers, which is sweet. I actually had to bring the front end down a little bit when I installed it because it was sitting a little too high. But yeah, coils, struts, shocks, all that. Dobinson's, loving it. and rides super smooth. It's kind of overbuilt for the stage of the vehicle right now because I'm planning on adding a little bit of weight in the future.
Got you. So why did you choose this platform?
I actually chose this platform. I came from a 200 series Land Cruiser, and I traded it in for this because Cab announced that they're coming out with a cabin for full-size trucks, and so I traded my Land Cruiser in for this because I wanted a Toyota to carry it, and so that cabin's going to go on the back of here in about a month. So
Okay, so then what is the next stage? When is that going to happen, I guess?
yeah, so I'm going full expedition build on this. That's going to hit August 4th is my install date. I'm hoping that is true.
Okay.
And it's going to go on, and I'm just going to go travel around the Pacific Northwest and really just try to see as much as I can. Work remote. You know, it rains so much up there that I can like hide in there and do my laptop stuff and like, you know, hang out.
So that's going to be a clean setup then.
Yeah, full on expedition build. I've got a front bumper from C4 coming as well, which I'm really excited about.
Very cool.
And then we'll throw in like a worn 12,000 pound winch probably.
Nice.
Well, yeah.
Cool, dude. Thanks for your time, Garrett.
Yeah, of course.
Have a good rest of your show.
Thank you, man. We'll
right.
see you guys around.
All right, so that's a wrap today for our favorite builds. Make sure you check back tomorrow. We're going to have more, some awesome rigs, and remember to like and subscribe. Until then, adventure further.